Hey guys, it's Matt here, the Broken Supercoach. Just checking in. Teams, Thursday game. So this is when they should play Thursday games, right? When all the games are on, instead of like a short round. That's an unusual time to play a Thursday game. But full teams are dropped. Extended bench for the Sunday. So let's go through it. Take a look. This is what we've been waiting for, and it's business end now. Business end of the season for the teams and for Supercoach for sure. Minimal trades. We're looking for names. We're looking for big ins. We're looking for bargains. So let's go through. We saw this has already come through yesterday. Duncan out for the season. It's unlucky for Duncan owners. And good to see Zorko back. You love to see it. Hopefully he scores as well as he does. And hopefully he behaves himself the rest of the year. Because we don't have the time or the patience to see this bloke play. And it was good to see no dropping of our boy, whose name I've genuinely forgotten. That's how big a boy he is. When I see it, James Madden. There he is. See, he's that big a boy. I've forgotten what his name is. There he is. So good to see him in the team. Don't think there's much else relevant through here. Guthrie back. Guthrie in. Not scoring as well as he had been, but a lot of people got him in instead of Lyons or Bont, which was a mistake, but yeah, there he is back. And Dangerfield, definitely one to keep an eye on. He'll drop to about, if he drops to that fire 400, 415-ish area, he's certainly one I'll grab. So, Dangerfield on the bench. Next up, Richmond Saints. The cursed Marshall. I actually forgot I had Marshall. It could be one to watch as well. He will rapidly decline in price. And could be one to grab, but I'm not going anywhere near him again. Unless he starts pumping out some serious scores. As a former Marshall owner, this guy's a trap. He was not fit at all. He didn't do any preseason, and then was not fit in any game he played except for the first one against Port. So do not be fooled by this bloke. I'll be shocked if he finishes the season. I think, honestly, the Saints are picking him because Ratton's job's probably on the line. Richmond got a debut here, so that's cool. Samson Ryan. Unsure of his price. I imagine it's a 100k rookie though. 117k rookie who's a ruck. Very interesting. I've got Reeves, but for anyone else who's thinking about it, Samson Ryan's certainly an interesting choice to go with. Named. Chol's named in the ruck. They'll use up. I wonder how that affects CCJ's points. We'll find out. Nankervis, I'm not sure how far off he is, but you assume he comes back into that team. And these guys here, not a lot to think about. Highmore off his best game. I don't expect another big score from him, but he looks comfortable now. So maybe he scores well. I'll keep an eye on Marshall. Not much else to look through here. Collingwood and Fremantle. Nothing really to look through here. Grundy back in, but we had sort of already confirmed that. But I guess, if you weren't paying attention for the last week, that was a sort of iffy up until about half a week ago, a couple of days ago. So there's your Grundy. This team's a mess. Fremantle, in and outs. I'll probably steer clear of basically anyone that they've got, because they just have guys coming and going, no one with any durability. Joel Weston was the rookie we were looking at. There could be another rookie in there that's playing, if I see his name. Let me know if he's listed there. There were two lads who debuted. It doesn't... Brandon Walker, was it? He was a rookie too, so that's his second game now. So think about that for next week. Definitely. Murphy named here, you'll love to see it. But no McCreary unless I'm blind. And I might be. Is he injured? I don't know. I stopped following him once I traded him out. But nonetheless, big outs for Collingwood. On to Adelaide and Melbourne. Not a lot there. Waterman back in. You probably should have already traded him. not many changes there. This team looks like that's about their full strength side, and it's a pretty decent side. I think they might squeeze into the 8. They won't win this game though. Melbourne are just tracking along, fresh off the bye. Gorn named ruck one, you'll love to see it. Oliver Petrarca's one to keep your eye on. Probably too late now, but if you can afford him in the next couple of weeks, keep an eye on these scores because they're looking good. Harms, I think, is finished as far as scoring goes. I think he was just a flavour of the month from a couple of months ago. Same with Steve May, guys like that. I think they're just not reliable. Keeping an eye on Ridley here as well. Langford. So what's happened here is I recommended Langford last week and then didn't take him. I went with Dale instead. Both ended up being failed picks, but I don't think Dale is, but I think Langford with the inclusion of you've got Parrish coming through there, you've got Devon Smith, Zach Merritt. I think Langford just spent a lot of time on the wing, and maybe it was just the opponent, maybe it was just where they played, but it's not looking good for Langford. But he's shown the signs of scoring, so don't feel too bad. I imagine he's going to score quite well. North Suns, there's not a lot here. Tom Powell managed. You should have already traded him. I don't even know if I'll open this up. There's just nothing of worth in either of these teams outside of your Took Miller and Hall and Zeeble on halfback flank each, who are just doing their thing. Nothing else really to write home about here whatsoever. Matt Rowd, you never take a guy off a shoulder injury, so there he is sitting on the bench. He'll probably be very limited. If he starts scoring, keep an eye on him, but wouldn't take a bloke who's been injured during the year like he was. We got Port, so Robbie Gray injured. I think it's not technically not season ending because they've got finals, but certainly a reason why you steer clear of guys like Heaney and Robbie Gray, because their durability is just in the sink. And Lockie Jones, everyone was going to trade him this week anyway, but he's done probably for the season. Dylan Williams debuting. What's he worth? You'll love to always type in Dylan Williams. A 123 rookie who's a DPP, so quite nice. Mid-forward. Certainly an option if he keeps his spot. Unlikely. I think the only rookie I like out of Port keeping his spot is it Bergman, who's already playing, and Jones, who's injured now. Sydney, not relevant. Mills named on the ball, you'll love to see it. Lloyd named on halfback, you do love to see it. Outside of that, not much else. I got rid of Heaney, but if you're still riding Heaney, there he is. Don't trust the bloke. Wasted 2 trades, thanks Isaac Heaney. And not a lot there. Logan McDonald dropped again. Very interesting. For those who don't know, I had choice words on the Crows taking Thilthorpe over Logan McDonald, and obviously I've gone ahead and removed all sign of that from the internet, and no one will know that I recommended, that I thought that Logan McDonald should be drafted over Thilthorpe. No one will know, outside of me telling you guys now. So the Sunday, this is extended teams. I don't think we're going to see a lot here that's really relevant. Worrell was just covering for a team that had 0 defense. The defensive players available, I should say. And Carlton are a mess. All of these ins are meaningless. This team is in the garbage. They're a one-man team. Sam Walsh is their one man. Cripps is gutless. Dow gutless. They're all, Zach Williams could be the worst player in the AFL, as Brown said, laziest. These guys are trash. If Sam Walsh wasn't so good as far as price when I got him, I'd almost wouldn't want him either. Crows don't tag though, so Walsh and Cripps probably will score well. Crows probably win though, I think. These 4 ins, I think only Brown comes back, but there's not really there's many. There's just not a lot here as far as names. You should already have Rowe out of your team. You should already have Berry out of your team. You probably should have traded Walker, or if you've still got him, there he is. Riley O'Brien's going to be the number 1 ruckman. So I don't think there's a lot involved here. Let's jump on GWS. So there's a little bit interesting here for sure. We did make a trade. And then the huge news with Hawthorn. Impey, that's him for the season. So I don't know what he did. I haven't actually read too much about it. And DGB debuting is interesting. Not Supercoach relevant, but it's cool to see him potentially debuting. Where's he named? Named on field too. So he will debut by the looks, if that means anything. So that's exciting. I'm really keen to see DGB play. Jarman Impey, they out for the season. That's really unlucky. It could mean that Jath is a nice pick now. It could mean someone like Blake Hardwick is a nice pick. I don't know what their prices are, so don't quote me on that. It could be that this team's absolutely irrelevant. No Reeves named anywhere, so I think they're just not going with him because Segler's done enough. Surely for the future, though, you just have to start picking Reeves. This is starting to become extremely heavy-handed or boneheaded, whatever you want to call it. You play Reeves, surely. You give him... Segler is not part of Hawthorn's future. Maybe they're just playing him up to sort of increase his trade stocks or his free agency stocks, whatever, if he's out of contract, to get a decent trade out of him down the line. Newcomb back in. Shocked if he survives the cut, to be honest. He was trash. But, you give a guy one game, but I don't know if Clarkson does. Does he go straight out for... because this is a big name. Greaves is a starter for Hawthorn and Warple's a starter. So I can certainly see Newcomb losing his spot there, along with Impey. And what do we have here? So Mumford named for the Giants. It's not great signs for our boy Kieran Briggs. But we needed him for last week. We needed that score. He dropped to 69. Nice. If he never plays again, he'll probably play once or twice again. No big deal. He sits on our bench. Did he already make his money? No, he didn't, so kind of need him to play once more. But whatever. If he doesn't, he doesn't. We just traded him down as a potential player, so I don't expect to see him every week, but he will play again. He's a decent player for them, but not great signs with Mumford named, and I don't think they play all three, so we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And the last one, Dogs, Eagles. Big names here. But they've already dropped 3 guys. But when you start looking through these names, Shepherd, McGovern, Petruccelli, Shuey, Vardy, and Kelly, all of those guys come back. So it's a matter of what happens with Luke Edwards now. So, because that is extremely risky. To a point where I'm not sure that he actually survives this week, and anyone who traded him in early is regretting it in a big way. And I haven't. I would like to get him, so check that space on Friday, because he'll go up enough. It's his 3rd game, and he'll go up enough to get him in for one trade, especially if you need to get rid of Jones. And you do need to get rid of Jones. So it could be the go. Otherwise, I'm going to have to think about something else as far as who, I don't know. If we scroll through, see some rookies, maybe I like the Port rookie, Dylan Williams. Maybe I like maybe he's in a ruck, so I can't take him, can I? Yeah, that's probably the only one I like, the Port lad. So, you could go early on the Fremantle guy, couldn't you? On Walker. What's his name? Brandon Walker. So that's probably the plan for this week. I think we'll go, if on Friday at 5 o'clock, our boy Edwards is dropped, and I fully expect him to be with names like this. I mean, I can't see him keeping Tim Kelly and Brad Shepherd out of the team and Luke Shuey. That'd be too much to ask. And everyone who complains that the Crows didn't draft him can go back, because he's not as good as these guys, and he's just a WAFL player who had a good couple of runs in the AFL. Dogs, nothing to see here. Pretty standard across the board. Hopefully, Bailey Dale named at halfback would be great. If he could actually play there, that would be sick, because he played up forward half the game last week, and that absolutely screwed it. So, that is teams. What am I doing this week as far as trades, as far as captains? Pretty simple stuff. Jones down to the best available rookie. If it's Edwards, then yes, I do that straight away. And if it's not Edwards, then I just don't know if I actually do a trade or not. Reason being is that there's no one here I really want to bring on. I mean, there is the issue of I'd like to get probably Bianco on field over Highmore, but maybe not. I actually feel that this team here is probably better than if I traded Jones and sent Laird back and brought in Edwards. But I will take Edwards if he's named, and that'll put me up to about 100k, 130k I think it ends up being. Captain's advice, you're going to be too late to hear my vice captain advice. I'm not confident on it. Jared Lyons. When you look at early game players, he dropped a 140 2 years ago against Geelong. Also did nothing against them last year, so keep that in mind. Zorko, I'm not happy off of 2 weeks. You don't really want to take him off of 2 weeks, though he does score well against Geelong. The other one is, what other games we have? Just get rid of this for a tick. There was no others really. Steele, I'm not really confident with against Richmond, who's managed as low as 60 2 years ago against Richmond. Walsh against the Crows, I don't mind. Like I said, he's a starter, but they're playing Sunday, aren't they? 84 when they were the worst team in the comp, so probably not. Also, they're the last game, so why would you do that? I was just trying to think of other ones. Grundy off of his neck injury, I'd be certainly worried about that. I wouldn't really want it, especially against Sean Darcy, who's actually a good ruckman at the moment, though he does score well. But so I'd probably take Lions based on him having one good game, and then I will take that into Gawn against Essendon. And as good as Essendon looked and as good as Draper looked, very nice scoring against Essendon in the past. We all know that these numbers are inflated because Gawn's a freak and he's not playing that well at the moment. But I'm feeling pretty good about that. And if you go as far back as ruckmans tend to score well against Essendon. Like, they're averaging 100 for ruck, so not too bad there. I think I'll take that as opposed to, Fremantle averaging 80 for ruck. So that's probably how I'll go. Hopefully Lions just gives us a 120. That would be nice. The other one could be Oliver against Essendon if you want to take a captain. Huge break even from our boy, but not really huge there, but this is a breakout year for him, so that's probably the skinny of it. Good luck with your tips, good luck with your Supercoach. What trades did you end up going? And lots of fingers crossed for our boy Edwards to get named. We just need one game out of him, preferably more. That said, maybe not, because I'll take old mate Weston. But we'll see. Either way, have a good one. I'll chat to you guys Sunday. Here's for a big score and a big boost back up the rankings.